how to get clients as a lawyer. In this video, I'm going to give you 3 tips on how you can get clients on autopilot. And they're really just 3 things that all lawyers have to stay true by when looking to create a plan to generate clients. So number 1 is, and you hear it from all lawyers, what is your number 1 source of cases? And every lawyer says the same thing, except for a few. But referrals, right? Referrals. Now, I'm not saying from past clients. I'm saying referrals from other lawyers. So building relationships is at the key of building referral sources, okay? Which requires time, okay? Relationships require time. So when lawyers sometimes get this irrational short-term viewpoint towards building referral sources for their firm, they are immediately brought to the reality that it takes substantial time, trust, investment, bringing people out to lunch, dinner, etc. And even harder is you referring them cases before they refer you anything back. You being the better person in the relationship before they become your best referral source, okay? So the key here that we've found is that it's to form these relationships with firms that are not your competitors, right? So forming relationships with either firms that don't serve your practice area or firms, not even law firms, but people who serve your same clients. So for example, a big, referral source for PI lawyers would be, doctors, physical therapists, chiropractors, right? And for real estate lawyers, it would be, smaller mortgage companies where they could actually make relationships with the people who are called closers at the mortgage lender. So those are a couple examples of building ancillary relationships. So just think of this. The average attorney has between 3 to 5 referral sources. Are you nodding your head like this right now because you agree? Good, because that is the average, okay? They've done this at tons of events and they've done polls. 3 to 5 is the number, okay? Now, what if you had 50 attorneys that you had relationships with, okay? And each of them just referred you 1 case per year. Okay, seems pretty realistic, okay? That would be 4 cases per month. That's only 1 case per year. That's assuming you're not building relationships with big firms that have tons of case volume, okay? So 50 attorneys, I think, should be the goal. Whatever you currently have as your number of referral partners, now comment below if you already have like 50 and you're super pumped on it. Let me know. But let's say you have 5. I want you to add a 0. And what I'm going to tell you here is a strategy that will allow you to add a 0 on your referral partners, okay? But before I tell you that strategy, there's a couple of things that lawyers use as excuses, right? Number 1 is follow through. Follow through is hard. It's hard to nurture the relationship, and it's hard to, once you meet them, hold each other accountable to start the referral relationship. The next one is lack of time, which is funny because that's what referral relationships require. That is the core ingredient of relationships with referral partners is time, okay? There's no way around that. So are you gonna just keep making excuses of you not having time to do it? Maybe it's not important to you. That's probably why you're overpaying to acquire new cases, right? Just keep it that way then. So, you gotta change your thinking here towards what is a priority of yours, what is worth your time, and what is not worth your time, okay? So, and obviously we all know you can't say the referral part, I refer you 1 case, you refer me 2. The way it works is, everyone knows that there's I'm not a lawyer, but everyone knows that there's calculations behind, what a work comp case is valued versus an auto accident case and PI and stuff like that. I'm sure there's calculations in family law, criminal defense, business law, etc. But one thing that is the biggest strategy for you to chew on is how can you create a unique competitive advantage, right? Everyone talks about your law firm needs a unique competitive advantage, unique selling proposition, which I agree with. I have videos on it. This is very important. But they forget the unique competitive advantage needs to be applied to different sources, okay? When you're communicating to a prospective client, okay, the client needs your unique selling proposition as to what you're gonna do for them, okay? Your unique selling proposition, you need to have a separate one for your referral partners. This is something that everyone forgets, okay? You think that, oh, just because he likes me and we connected and da-da-da-da-da, that he's going to refer me cases. No. People do things only because you solve a need of theirs, okay? Most times. There's some nice people that don't require that, but I haven't met them. Start small here and go bigger, okay? And what I'm going to say to do here, again, it all comes down to follow through. You can just listen passively to me saying this and not implement it. But I would suggest you implement it. Is what you want to do is find these ancillary either businesses or other lawyers that don't serve your practice area and ask them candidly, hey, I'd love to get lunch with you. I'd be very transparent. I am a family law attorney in this area. I'm looking to form relationships with about 50 or so firms in the area. And what I'd like to determine is what are the top 3 problems. Now, this would be something better to ask over lunch or dinner, if you get lunch or dinner with them, on the context of just building a referral relationship. And what you would ask them is, what are the top 3 problems that I could solve so that we could actually get something moving from a referral capacity? And some of them will say, oh, our intake system sucks, or, we need a lot of help in this area, and whatever. But the key is to listen very, very closely. For example, I heard a story once of a real estate lawyer who asked this question to a smaller mortgage company, and the mortgage company said, man, we just don't have the time to follow up with these people that call us all the time from our ads, right? So what we can do is we can actually have them call, we could actually have our team say, oh, we'd like you to talk to a lawyer first for X, Y, and Z reason if they have a valid need. They would get forwarded to the lawyer if the person consented, and then they would handle the call. And I've seen the same relationship happen in doctors' offices who typically do not have good patient intake systems. So a prospective patient calls in, the receptionist at the doctor's office will pick up the call, and then the receptionist will say, great, we'd like to connect you with a lawyer first to see if there's value in your case before we recommend a solution for you. And then they forward the call to the doctor. Now this is saving that doctor's office thousands of dollars in answering services, creating scripts, CRM integrations, and the lawyer takes care of all of it. Now, I don't know the details behind how this all works out, but what I do know is that by getting creative, you can solve your referral partner's needs and create a unique selling proposition around that. Now, this is high-level thinking, okay? This takes strategy. And the biggest thing you're gonna fight against to actually pull this across the goal line is the fact that it's not gonna really feel productive in the beginning. It's gonna feel like you're wasting time coming up with this unique selling proposition to build referrals, building relationships, getting lunch, getting dinner. What is that? Like, it's not going to feel productive, but believe me, it's not going to feel, just accept it. It's not going to feel that way in the beginning. Now, the same thing with video content, right? Which is going to be one of my next tips that ties into the online presence is, when I first started making YouTube videos, it felt wildly unproductive. I went through 3 months of just not even knowing what to do with my life because I went from building this company, now we have all these employees, my marketing agency, I run a marketing agency for lawyers. We help generate leads online and for lawyers for all practice areas. And as soon as I had a big team and I realized, wow, I I can actually just focus on content marketing, it felt weird. And it's the same thing because it's such a nurturing process. Me providing value right now. Now I'm blessed to have gotten a lot of clients from these videos that I've made, right? People literally call us from our YouTube videos all the time and say, hey, I really trust you. I want you to handle our marketing. I want you to help us with this. Can you give us a strategy call for XYZ reason? But in the beginning, for the first probably 5 months, it really just felt like I was doing this video thing, and didn't have intention behind it. And now it's picking up steam. And now we're getting signed clients from it, like consistently. And that same thing's going to happen with the referral business. I think this is why a lot of law firms and businesses, quite frankly, just stay small, is they're not willing to invest in the long-term things that may or may not work. Okay? So I'm just guilty of this myself. I don't have enough referral partners for my marketing agency. I should have referral partnerships with like 100 web design companies for lawyers, 100 SEO companies for lawyers, 100 PPC companies for lawyers, because I can fill in the gaps. We do SEO, we do website design, we do pay-per-click advertising really well. So I could build great relationships with these people, but I haven't taken the time to do it. I did take the time to build a content marketing strategy, and I'll probably pivot to this, but I've just seen this happen with the lawyers. We work with so many lawyers, and they always tell me stories about their referral relationships, and this is the key. And I was on a call with the lawyer, and we determined this was the key that allowed him. He's a buddy I grew up with in college who's now very successful as a lawyer, started from scratch, and he followed this model. He just asked him, what can I solve for you? And things picked up from there. So that's number one. Referral systems, okay? Get your referral system down and ask the ancillary people that you could partner with, what can you solve for them? Number two, great online presence. Do not push this off, okay? Every doctor, if you're a PI lawyer, every chiropractor, every physical therapist, okay? Family law, you're targeting high net worth individuals, really? And you're gonna have a not good looking website? Why would someone spend 5 to 10K minimum retainer with you? Like, you need to have your website look beautiful, okay? And we're willing to give you, if you're interested in getting a new website for your law firm, go to SMBteam.com. That's my company. Small, medium business, SMBteam.com. Type that in, put in your information, and say free web design mockup, free website mockup. And we'll give you a free mockup. I'll get my designers on it ASAP, okay? And we'll put together a homepage mockup that will look beautiful for your new website. And you can literally take that from us and hire someone cheaper and build it if you wanted. Or you can have us build it, which we do the right way. We optimize it for SEO and Google Ads and everything. It's very complex. We actually have another video on our website design process. But regardless, if you're interested in that, go to smbteam.com, submit your information. Otherwise, you need a beautiful this is under online presence. You need a beautiful website. Google My Business needs to be set up with the proper address, proper practice area, okay? You need your Google ads and your Facebook ads, primarily Google ads. And there's ways we can pull in cases very cheap on Google ads. I am an expert at Google ads. This is like my blood. And then SEO, I would focus on last, but it needs to be there in some way, shape, or form. So SEO, the reason why I say it should be last is because if you don't have any online presence, it's going to take at least a year for you to see results from SEO. So unless you have thousands of dollars to spend per month for a year, I wouldn't recommend doing SEO. I'd recommend going into Google Ads immediately. You'll get immediate cases from Google Ads. I'd recommend getting a beautiful website, even if you're not going to do online advertising, because every person you ever build a relationship with is going to be looking to back up your credibility. In their downtime, they're going to look at your website. It's just going to happen at some point, okay? And the people that are referred to you are going to look at your website, okay? So you don't want to push people away because of your online presence. You can make one-time investment that takes, 1 or 2 months to really get dialed in with your website, and you'll never regret it because everyone will see it. This is your online storefront, okay? So, and also if you want us to put together a strategic plan for you for Google Ads, this is our thing. Like we literally started the company, I started the company all alone just doing Google Ads for lawyers. And that's where we grew from. So if you're interested in Google Ads for your firm to generate immediate cases, okay, go to smbteam.com, get a free consultation. We will tell you all of the data that we've learned about your practice area. I guarantee we've ran campaigns in your practice area. Now, I always get inquiries from people who do weird niches of law, so I take that back. I kind of guarantee that we've done every practice area except for weird niches. So great online presence is number 2. This is simple. I mean, companies like us, we're a high quality legal marketing company. We have this down to a science. We can generate cases on autopilot at a very low cost per acquisition. Last is this. This is a no-brainer, okay? But most firms don't operationalize this point. Are you ready for it? It's point number 3. Treat your clients great. Okay, let me say that again. Treat your clients great. Can I say it in another language? Trato, no, I can't. I don't know that in Spanish. But treat your clients great. Okay, what does that mean? That means you're staying top of mind with them through perhaps email drips. You're really actually caring about them throughout the settlement process, throughout the process of them dealing with you. Treat your clients absolutely spectacular and build a system on it. Now, we have another video on law firm management where we talk about how to build systems in your law firm, where I recommend the EOS model from Traction, the book, author Gino Wickman, which really helped revolutionize the systems in our business. Highly recommend you pick that book up if you're looking to operationalize customer wow success, as we call it, wowing your customers. If you want that to be done on autopilot in addition to your leads, I have no financial incentive to tell you to get the book Traction, read it, and build those systems in your firm. I would only recommend it though, however, to firms that have at least 10 employees, because that's what the book is designed for, to manage complex systems for businesses, law firms, etc., that have 10 or more employees. So I hope this video was valuable to you. I think just by the lessons in this, you can make a lot of growth in the next year if you actually pull these across the goal line. So again, in summary, we have referral systems. Number 1 is by finding not competing lawyers, but lawyers who serve other practice areas than you, okay? And then also doctors, chiropractors, physical therapists, ancillary businesses to your niche and giving them a reason to work with you. Number 2, and I have one thing before I go into summary of number 2. There's another trick you can do, and you can create a Google Ads campaign in your market and bid on the word lawyer and your town name. So for example, if you're in Atlanta, you could just bid on the word lawyer and your town name. So Atlanta, lawyer, Atlanta. These clicks are very, very cheap because you're not specifying family law attorney. You're not specifying personal injury attorney. The word attorney and the word town and a town name is not expensive. So the way that you could start your referral relationship off with other lawyers is you create a very targeted Google Ads campaign. You bid on the word lawyer and your town name, show an ad to it, looking for a lawyer in X, call now. They call you and maybe they have a real estate case, right? And you're not a real estate lawyer. Now this gives you a reason to reach out to a real estate lawyer in your market and to say, hey, I know you serve real estate. I serve family law. I just got a call from someone who has a real estate case and I'd love to form a relationship with you. Do you mind if I refer this client to you and maybe we get lunch to talk about an even deeper referral relationship together? Boom! Now you have a foot in the door. And this is very inexpensive. And the cost it takes to acquire a lead like that is going to be way cheaper than going after your exact practice area. So that's just an out there strategy. If you want us to test that out for you at a low cost, again, go to smbteam.com and submit your information. So Again, number 2 is great online presence, which I broke down, which starts with a beautiful website, and then Google Ads, and then SEO would be last. And your Google My Business has to be set up, okay? And then last but not least, treat your clients great and operationalize it, because they will be your advocates, okay? So I hope you found value in this video. The only way, I keep saying this, that we ever know if we're providing enough value to you is if you subscribe to our channel, like the video, or comment. That's all you have to do. It literally takes you 5 seconds. Just type the THE in the comments, and we just know you're alive. That's step 1, okay? Step 2, maybe I'll reply to your comment. Step 3, maybe you'll actually leave a comment. I don't know, but regardless, subscribe, like the video if you liked it, and leave a comment, positive or negative, just so we know you're alive and we can make pivots and improve our videos to offer more free value like this in the market. That's what I want to do here. I want to provide so much value, okay? So, again, slow this video down, watch it a couple times, and implement some of this stuff, and I assure you, you will be shocked at the success you see. And again, last time, SMBteam.com. Get your free consultation now. Thank you for your time and attention.